Hello, everyone. From the breathtaking speed of racing boats and the raw power of the ocean to incredible near misses caught on camera, every clip in today's video reminds us that no matter how advanced we become, we must always respect the unseen forces of nature and the laws of physics that shape our world. It's not just wind and waves. Ocean currents can also affect a vessel's ability to maneuver, especially for heavily loaded ships. After everything that happened, the best news is that everyone made it out safely despite how serious the incident was. On July 24th, several barges collided with a bridge at the intersection of Rodriguez Road and Industrial Street in Quezon City, Philippines, after the Marikina River overflowed its banks. The larger the vessel, the greater the price of speed. At sea, just like on the road, staying in control matters more than arriving quickly. I'm curious, what country are you watching from today? I don't think that boat in Boston ever signed up for the premium lighting effects package that day. Schools in Kinmen County, Taiwan were closed on Friday, July 28th, as Typhoon Doksuri moved across Taiwan in the southeastern coast of China. It almost looks as though the ship is expressing its frustration with a cloud of smoke after its unexpected visitor. Every sailing trip depends on the wind and weather, but safety always begins with respecting the rules of the water. Is anyone here a ship captain or works in the maritime industry? I'd love to hear your thoughts on what happened in this situation. The speed and precision of each maneuver make this sailboat look like a giant blade slicing across the surface. Every load limit exists for a reason. Respecting it is one of the best ways to protect both the vessel and everyone on board. In your opinion, was it the current, the weather, or human error that contributed most to this incident? Seeing a situation like this just once is enough to remind anyone why it's so important to keep a safe distance from large vessels. Did you know that docking a ship weighing tens of thousands of tons with pinpoint accuracy is considered one of the most difficult maneuvers in maritime navigation? For ocean-going ships, the biggest danger isn't always failing to stop. It's being unable to steer. If power or steering is lost momentum and the current take over the rest of the journey. A large Mexican Navy training ship struck the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City on Saturday, May 17th. From the deck, the sea may look calm, But beneath the surface, invisible currents create one of the greatest challenges any captain can face. In the face of the ocean's fury, even massive ships can seem like nothing more than toys tossed around by towering waves. I'm curious, what device are you watching this video on today? Let me know in the comments. Danger was only a few steps away, but almost instinctive reflexes helped this man avoid a far worse outcome. I doubt the support column ever expected today's visitor to knock quite this hard. The faster you're moving, the less time you have to react. Controlling your speed means protecting both yourself and everyone else on the road. Just a few seconds were enough to turn an ordinary trip into a memory this woman will never forget. After watching this, do you still think this is a job you'd like to try? Some lessons aren't taught in a classroom, they arrive in the form of a repair bill. It looks like these women got Mother Ocean's approval before heading out. We can build towering cities, but in the face of nature's power, the safest choice is sometimes simply knowing when to step aside. Even today, 2011 remains an unforgettable and deeply painful memory for many people in Japan, a year when nature left scars that will never fully fade. Floodwater is like a silent giant. It doesn't need to roar to prove its strength. It can move things that seem impossible to budge. Thanks to the sailors' experience, the sailboat was maneuvered in a way that minimized the impact of the incident. An accident on the water can quickly lead to damage on land, which is why every docking maneuver demands exceptional precision. The momentum of a fully loaded ship can generate enormous impact forces, powerful enough to damage even heavily reinforced port structures.
Oh my God, Titanic 2.0. Oh my God.
On June 25th, a Norwegian cruise line ship was forced to cancel the remainder of its voyage after striking an iceberg while sailing toward Hubbard Glacier, Alaska. Many people only think about their brakes after something goes wrong, when routine inspections are what really make the difference. When was the last time you had your vehicle's braking system checked? A few minutes of maintenance can bring peace of mind for an entire journey. Escaping disaster twice in a row by mere inches is the kind of moment that makes anyone believe in luck. If this man doesn't learn from this experience and brush up on the rules for crossing the street, luck may not be on his side next time. Most dangerous intersections become dangerous because drivers fail to slow down or properly check their surroundings before proceeding. It seems Mother Nature came a little too close during this visit, leaving this father and child with a moment they'll never want to relive.
I want to see it eat a watermelon.
What seems strange to us is actually a highly effective survival strategy, helping hippos reduce conflict and defend their territory.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to be. All right. Hey. Okay. I don't like you anymore.
Many people think sea lions are friendly, but when defending their territory, they can be far more formidable than most expect.
Oh my god, I'm crying. I got that. It's unlocked, darling. Open the trunk.
What impressed me most wasn't the bear, it was the remarkable calmness of the two men in that moment.
Oh, it's wrong.
Some visitors go into the forest hoping to see a bear. This bear, however, seemed far more interested in checking out the visitor's menu.
Yo! What the?
A resident of Baltimore, Maryland, captured the dramatic collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge on Tuesday, March 26, after it was struck by a cargo ship.
What? What the?
Which team are you on a giant cruise ship crossing the open ocean? Or would one look at rough waves send you straight back to shore? Earthquakes remind us that the planet beneath our feet has never truly been still. Every tremor is evidence that Earth is constantly in motion. When the ground begins to shake, it may be only the first sign of a chain of events that no one can fully predict. Floodwaters seem to be carrying more power than ever, making many people wonder just how quickly our planet's climate is changing. A sudden flash flood struck Flagstaff, Arizona on Wednesday, August 17th, forcing the Arizona Department of Transportation to close multiple roads across the area. Are you the kind of viewer who loves watching videos like this on a big screen to experience every moment at its best? This house clearly has a four-legged security system on duty, 24/7, no cameras or alarm system required. This was clearly a very uneven matchup. Watching these moves, I'm starting to wonder if this black dog is secretly a professional hockey player. Years from now, this couple may not remember what they were talking about, but they'll definitely remember the moment a seagull decided to become part of their love story. Some days unfold exactly as planned until nature decides it's time to rewrite the story in its own way. Many serious accidents begin with a cable that appears to be good enough. Timely maintenance is almost always cheaper than dealing with the consequences of a failure. For the giants of the sea, there's no such thing as slamming on the brakes. Every slowdown has to be planned well in advance because the momentum of tens of thousands of tons of steel doesn't disappear in an instant. Just a few seconds were enough to turn an ordinary day into a story the vehicle's owner will probably never forget, especially after seeing the repair bill. On Friday, September 22nd, large hail pounded a town in northwestern Nebraska as severe thunderstorm warnings remained in effect. Have you ever witnessed a lightning strike from this close in real life? Did you know that winds inside some of the strongest tornadoes can exceed 200 miles per hour? Powerful enough to lift cars and destroy well-built structures. In central Iowa, nature chose the most dramatic way possible to reshape the landscape. Within just a few minutes, everything looked completely different. Just seconds Seconds after launch, this racing boat was already traveling at speeds comparable to a supercar on the highway. The ocean constantly reminds us that while humanity can accomplish incredible things, we must never stop respecting the power of nature.
No va a poder pegar.
Telefon çeker misin damla?
Many people assume takeoff is the most dangerous phase of a flight, but even taxiing on the ground demands an extraordinary level of precision. I've always believed that every aircraft and ground vehicle at an airport must remain in their designated positions to minimize the risk of collisions. An emergency landing on a busy roadway is one of the most stressful situations a pilot can face. Fortunately, the pilot's skill helped prevent a tragedy. What impressed me most wasn't just how low the aircraft flew, it was the incredible precision required to release the fire retardant at exactly the right moment. After this encounter, that cat probably won't assume every bird is an easy target ever again.
This eagle? Walking.
Oh! Oh, man.
Every time I see moments like this, I can't help wondering whether we're taking away too much of the space that once belonged to wildlife. In the wild, the safest choice is always to keep your distance and leave animals an escape route rather than getting closer for a photo.
Reverse, reverse.
Oh, my God.
Roll call. Who here owns a boat? Hopefully yours is only for peaceful cruises, not moments like this. A ship's horn isn't just impressive to hear, it's a vital navigational signal that alerts nearby vessels to its presence. Snow falls like winter's white curtain, gently transforming familiar landscapes into living works of art.
There we go.
Surprisingly, the trigger for an avalanche isn't always a storm. Sometimes it's simply a person moving across the mountainside.
Like a normal one?
Like a giant white blanket cascading over the Swiss Alps. This avalanche transforms winter's beauty into one of nature's most awe-inspiring displays of power. It often feels as though Mother Nature always has the final veto, and unfortunately, no one gets to negotiate with her. Powerful winds damaged a property and toppled a tree in Moundville, Alabama, after a tornado touched down near the town on March 17th. Some concerts are best enjoyed from the back row, and nature always knows how to put on that kind of show.
What the hell?
In your state or city, are hailstorms like this a common occurrence?
This is what I've been waiting for.
You have an effectiveness without a feeling.
Hailstones.
Patay! Wala!
I expected a crew member to step out and deal with the situation, but the first thing I saw was a cell phone.
Oh! Hey! Wala! Lan kaç geri zekalı orada.
I have a feeling this repair bill will make every captain involved think twice on future voyages. We can forecast, engineer, and prepare, but nature always reminds us that some things remain beyond our control. Some crossings are open whenever you choose to use them, but railroad tracks always come with rules that should never be challenged. Sometimes a single shoe left behind at the scene is the clearest proof that luck showed up at exactly the right moment. As you can see, routine engine maintenance is one of the simplest ways to protect your wallet from unexpected repair bills.
Стой, ёб твою мать. Подождите, провода, смотрите, чтоб не ёбнулись нельзя.
In your state, do short trains activate the flashing lights and warning bells at railroad crossings, or is that only done for longer trains? When it comes to heavy trucks, I've always believed the safest choice is to stop as soon as the railroad warning lights begin flashing. Customers at a pub in Skelmersdale, Lancashire, narrowly escaped serious injury when a car crashed into the beer garden on the night of December 27th. Safety isn't determined by whether you're driving a large vehicle or a small one. It's determined by your awareness, judgment, and ability to react in time. The cargo you're carrying isn't just freight, it's also a responsibility to everyone sharing the road around and behind you.
Generally thinks that like buses and lorries and vehicles they just drive in the left lane.
The driver's calm reaction likely prevented this situation from turning into a dangerous multi-vehicle collision. The crane collapse in northern Italy is a reminder that even a small mistake during construction can lead to major consequences on a job site. Gravity is like a very strict judge. It may stay silent for a long time, but it never overlooks even the smallest error. No matter where it appears, nature always has a way of capturing every eye and reminding us who the true director of this stage really is. On April 5th, Dana Wilcoxon was filming a thunderstorm on her porch in Port St. Lucie, Florida, when lightning struck the very area she was watching. It almost feels like the boat and its operator were following two completely different plans on the same journey. With one simple gesture, the man completely won the young woman's heart. Today, the road wasn't shared only with traffic, it also received an unexpected visitor from the mountainside and avalanche. Watching this, I'm sure many people are asking the same question. How did he get his driver's license? I believe a flashing warning light at night can make a huge difference by helping other drivers recognize danger early and avoid a collision.
All right.
The faster you're traveling, the less time you have to react. On a curve, even the smallest mistake can have major consequences. The moment your tires begin to lose their grip, staying calm becomes your most valuable companion. Every journey has an ending. Hopefully yours is always your destination, not a repair shop because of a preventable mistake. On February 3rd, a vehicle with severely worn tires hydroplaned off a wet road, narrowly missing emergency responders and bystanders standing along the roadside. If FIFA had a category for animals, this kangaroo would surely be a top contender for most energetic player of the year.
Тёма, ну давай не будем это делать. У них там кенгурушка. Тёма, смотри, у нее кенгурушка торчит у маленькой.
Today, Ireland's coastline looks like an open-air art gallery, where every jellyfish is another brushstroke, carefully placed by the ocean.
That is bananas. Flat piece of water over there. Yeah.
If you suddenly found yourself face to face with a bear, do you think you'd stay as calm as this man did? Never test the patience of the sea. You never know what the next wave or gust of wind might bring.
Dude fell out of his boat.
An unmanned boat can become a serious hazard to everyone nearby. Just a few seconds without control can change everything. A properly secured vessel is like having a safe shelter before Mother Nature decides to change her mood. Would you like to witness a breathtaking glacier collapse like this with your own eyes? Mud flows often develop when heavy rainfall saturates soil and rock on steep slopes, causing the entire mass to lose stability and surge downhill with tremendous force.
Whoa, I got that on camera. How sick's that? Whoa, they're all around them, eh?
Love surfing Australia's Gold Coast might surprise you with the ocean's most unforgettable companion.
They rode the wave with them.
Everyone hold on.
Don't let the name killer whale fool you. They're extraordinary predators in the wild, but humans are rarely their prey.
Holy shoot!
Did you know that humpback whales can grow 40 to over 50 feet long and weigh 25 to 40 tons, about as much as several full-size buses combined? Many storms bring more than powerful winds. They can turn ordinary tree branches into dangerous hazards for nearby homes and vehicles. On Monday, May 6th, a tornado struck the Hampton Inn in northern Oklahoma as a powerful supercell thunderstorm moved through the region. Few people realize that the wide-open plains of Texas have very few natural obstacles, allowing tornadoes to develop into well-defined funnels that can often be seen from miles away. Are you watching this video during the day or late at night? In May 2022, the 58.9-meter super yacht Idol, valued at around $32 million, became lodged beneath a bridge in Pisa, Italy. Your eyes may convince you there's enough room, but the true distance on the road never makes room for overconfidence. Heavy snow isn't always winter's biggest challenge. Many experienced drivers are far more concerned about black ice, which is nearly impossible to see. Fortunately, the driver walked away from the incident unharmed. Had everything happened in just a fraction of a second faster, this video could have ended very differently. Thankfully, it didn't.
Whoa, here we go.
The driver of the white car handled that situation so well, you'd think they earned a perfect score on their driving test.
Here we go, gotta go. Here we go.
Black ice is like winter's invisible trap. Most of the time, you don't realize it's there until your tires lose traction.
1501. We need some help out here. We just got hit by the side of
Who do you think was at fault in this situation? Share your opinion before reading everyone else's comments. Some accidents begin long before the wheels ever start turning. Unfortunately, many people don't realize that until the journey comes to an unexpected stop. Few people realize that controlled explosives are often used to remove unstable rock, reducing the risk of future landslides and helping reopen highways more quickly. Behind every structure that comes down is a new blueprint waiting to become reality. Sometimes an ending is simply the beginning of something new. One of nature's greatest transformations is how the end of a giant steel vessel can become the foundation for an entire marine ecosystem that grows year after year. Some lessons can never be learned in a classroom. They only come during rough seas when every decision must be made within seconds.
If we die, it was damn well worth it. It's a Titanic moment.
The visible portion is only a small fraction of an iceberg. That's why even ice that appears harmless deserves a wide safety margin.
Damn.
In just a few seconds, decisive reflexes made the difference between a close call and a serious crash. And a well-maintained vehicle gives you a better chance of staying in control. Safe road crossing habits should be taught and reinforced at every age because one careless step can have life-changing consequences. An elevator may be rated to carry hundreds of pounds, but that doesn't mean it's designed to be obstructed with random objects. Do you usually wear slip-resistant shoes to handle icy sidewalks during the winter? A handful of salt may seem insignificant, but in winter it becomes a silent guardian helping prevent unexpected slips. Winter can sometimes feel like a mischievous friend, always coming up with pranks that nobody wants to be part of. This car may have been confident in its self-driving technology, but today it learned that the real world doesn't always match the map on the screen. Danger doesn't always appear right in front of you. Sometimes the biggest surprise comes from the place you're paying the least attention to. Moments like this show just how critical a bridge support really is. A problem with a single component can affect the entire structure above it. On Tuesday, July 7th, a bear outsmarted a homeowner in Asheville, North Carolina, reaching the trash can just before the garbage truck arrived for pickup. I doubt either the kayaker or the crocodile expected their first meeting to begin with a collision.
He took the waffle. He took the waffle.
I don't think the hotel expected to check in such a special guest today, especially one with no intention of paying.
It's already in there. He's trying to break a piece off. He's like trying to shake it loose. Did he? Oh. He's
Get the waffle.
a little mad.
I want to see now the birds all gang up on him.
Hey, I better stand back probably.
Shocking footage captured a boat crashing into a bridge in Chapmansboro, Tennessee on September 1st. A fully loaded cargo ship may require thousands of feet to slow down or change course. Never assume it can avoid you at the last second.
Oh my God.
After those tense moments at sea, the successful evacuation of the entire crew showed just how effective emergency procedures can be. A brilliant glow into the sky may leave people in awe, but all it takes is a single spark going the wrong way to change the entire story.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. That enormous fireball lit up an entire section of San Francisco, California in the middle of the night within a matter of seconds.
That was a cop car. They just blew up a cop car.
Pesa aproximadamente 60 toneladas.
I have a feeling this is one workday that no engineer in Caracas would ever want to include in their end-of-shift report. What makes controlled demolition so fascinating until the very last second is the almost unbelievable precision behind every calculation and every perfectly timed moment. How many tons do you think this structure weighs? One look at its size makes it clear why every movement has to be incredibly precise. The greatest danger isn't simply the weight of the cargo, it's how that weight is distributed. Overloading just one side can be enough to cause a major accident. Moments like these remind us why navigating a vessel at sea has never been an easy job. Flooding isn't just about rising water. The real danger is often what the water hides beneath the surface. If you owned an electric vehicle, would you leave it parked outside during a heavy rainstorm? If this had been an ordinary day at the fish market, I'm sure the vendor never expected to receive a surprise like this. It looks like Mother Nature handed this guy a front row ticket to a thrill ride, one he definitely didn't sign up for. Nature sometimes has its own unique way of saying hello. Unfortunately, this greeting came with a collision no one wanted. Not every hazard comes with an obvious warning. Sometimes a single overlooked blind spot is all it takes for an unexpected accident. A stronger frame might be worth considering because a gate shouldn't just look good, it also needs to withstand external forces. It looks like this vehicle just took a very nerve-wracking height test and somehow managed to pass by the narrowest of margins. What seemed like an ordinary step turned into a valuable winter lesson, reminding us that ice can appear in the most unexpected places. Has winter ever made you test the hardness of the ground with an unexpected fall? Don't turn the key until you're truly ready to drive. Just a moment of distraction can quickly turn into a situation that's hard to control.
Crazy, you are so vain.
A small lesson, but one she'll likely remember for a long time. After this, I'm sure she'll pay much closer attention to the road ahead. It's hard to understand how a massive ship could keep moving forward, leaving everyone wondering what the captain and bridge crew were focused on. Large ships can't change course in an instant, which is why keeping your distance early is always the safer choice. This moment is enough to make many people wonder whether something went wrong during training or competency evaluation. In many marine operations and construction projects, the quality of a cable can determine both the system's load capacity and its overall safety. It looks like this ship just discovered a braking technique that no maritime academy would ever teach. Safety at sea doesn't depend solely on the captain's skill. It also relies on every vessel following the rules of navigation. Huskies may make you laugh every day, but when danger appears, they can also become incredibly loyal and dependable companions. Those big round eyes and adorable appearance make seals easy to love. But what's even more fascinating is their seemingly endless curiosity.
Okay. Oh my god, look at that.
big phone, man. You think you got it? Still looking at walking car. Oh, it's going to be noise.
If the bridge had a dash cam, it would probably be one of the most watched videos for anyone trying to understand what really happened.
Allah! Sen düştü! Eyvah! Eyvah! Eyvah!
That's what.
Have any of you ever witnessed a similar maritime accident in person? I'd love to hear your experience. Tides can change water depth and current patterns in many areas, but do you think they played a role in this incident? A ship may stretch hundreds of meters in length, but the reliability of the entire voyage depends on timely maintenance. There are no lanes to weave through at sea. Respecting safe distances and staying out of a large ship's blind spots is always the smarter choice. A ship is powered by its engines, but a safe voyage depends just as much on the decisions made on the bridge. In your opinion, what was the greatest danger in this situation? In unexpected moments like these, staying calm can become the most important tool you have for getting through a dangerous situation. Have you prepared for what to do if an earthquake strikes? On January 1st, tsunami warnings were issued along Japan's western coastline after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck the region. Every movement here feels like the result of millions of years of evolution, perfectly refining this animal. I don't know whether it came from the forest or wandered over from a weekend party, but this entrance was impossible not to laugh at. Wow, this moment alone is enough to brighten your entire day. Moments like this remind us that kindness isn't only understood by people, even animals seem capable of remembering it in their own way.
Fire dispatch 1593 and 1541.
I hope today's video has shown that the line between safety and danger is sometimes measured in just a few seconds. Staying aware, being prepared, and reacting at the right moment can make all the difference. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.